wishbone's pretty straightforward. We'll take these seals off, take our bushings out, our collars, and then there's actually spacers in here that we can push out and replace with the new ones. Alright guys, so first we're going to do this small part of the linkage. What I'm going to do is take out these grease zerks so we don't damage them or anything, and then we're going to pop out our sleeves, probably clean this up, and then we'll pop the new sleeves in. We'll clean up our grease zerks, put them back in there, and this piece will be done. Alright guys, so here's how we're going to do this. I already got this one side done. This side's still in here. I'm going to get us focus real quick. But I can knock the other sleeve out. And how we did it, there's a little gap between... Hang on, let me get my light on here. There's a gap between the two sleeves. And we're going to take our punch, which is actually an extension, but it works nice for this, and just put that up against the inside of the bushing on the other side, and we'll just tap it through just like we did with the bearings. So both of these sleeves came out. They came out fairly easy. For this side, we're just going to flip it over, and it should be even easier. And we'll just tap them through just like we did the other side. And then I'll be able to clean this up, and we're going to press the new ones in. That should be really easy. I'll show you how. So these are all cleared out. All our spacers came out pretty easy. Now normally I would just clean this, maybe strip it. I might throw it in our tumbler just because that makes things really easy, and I have some other stuff to throw it in there. Not 100% sure, but let me get this cleaned up and I'll show you how to press the new ones in. I just wound up wire wheeling this because it was way quicker than using the tumbler. So we have to take these spacers. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to press them. So we'll line them up in here with the vise and we'll just press them right in. It'll be super easy. The small portion of the linkage done. We're going to do the same thing with this side. The only difference with this one is we have the rubber seals in here, so we're going to replace them, and otherwise everything will be pretty much the same. Now when I set this in the vise, This doesn't have a lip like the other portion did, so it's going to be tough to squeeze this in there and smash away at it without it slipping. So I found a socket. It is a 27mm that fits on here perfect. So I'm just going to rest this socket in here, and then when I tighten this up, this won't even have to be that tight because it's not going to be able to go down. That socket will stop it, but it'll allow the old bearings and bushings, the old seals and bushings to pop out. So I have this part of the linkage all cleaned up, and what we're going to do, we're going to pop our spacers in here. Now the only difference with these as opposed to on the smaller portion of the linkage is that there's a small shelf because we have to put seals. Where the hell did they go? I don't know where they went, but the seals sitting here, so we can't just press to this face in the vise. So what I did is I got a socket about the size of that inner race. So we'll press it in as far as we can with the vise, and then we'll use this socket to press it in the rest of the way. Then we'll pop our seals in, grease it up just like the last one, and the linkage will be done. Alright guys, that's it. The linkage is complete. I didn't go crazy cleaning this thing up. I just got all the paint and everything off of it. I was thinking about polishing it, but I think it'll look fine just like this. It's not something that's really openly visible on the quad. And I just cleaned all the paint off of it and scrubbed it real good. So yeah, we got our new bushings in there, new seals. There's just one more. I just got to finish the axle, and then I'll be able to start putting the quad back together, make it a roller. And once it's a roller, I'm going to do the top end and bottom end on the motor. That's probably going to be the easiest part, honestly. Yeah, so it should start coming together pretty soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everything, all the likes and comments and everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Wait for the next video.